Really exciting research questions to be asked about optimal size of the pellets we're using for combustion and for drying. What kind of size distribution and monitoring could we do to make sure there's a consistent, predictable caloric output, what the side products are. And so there's so many exciting questions from a technical side. But although I come from the ecological forestry quadrant myself, I think that what's been most exciting about this is the whole bench to marketplace part, or forest to marketplace part of the discussion. And especially because it shows us the importance of making sure that there are no rate limiting factors in our progress of really putting these fantastic ideas into action. I think Ed's example that he just gave us was the most amazing integration of the importance of bringing enthusiasm and energy and a careful look at the pocketbook, because all of us in large organizations are facing the incredibly increasing costs of heating, cooling, keeping our water hot enough and not too hot, and all of these parameters in terms of supporting our infrastructure. So obviously I share Marla's sentiment that there have been some great discussions, and we have a couple of tasks right now as we reach the end of the day. The first of them is that I was expecting a large bottle of champagne actually to come down from the ceiling just over the basketball hoop, and I was going to swing it ferociously towards the screen, and we would launch the new Biomass Innovation Center website. That's www.biomassinnovation, one extremely long word, but you can all spell it, so we're good, .ca. So as I speak, you're seeing it behind me, and it's the very same website you used to register for the conference, unless you got, deflected and decided to do it by phone, but that's the website you were using. If any of you don't readily have access to the internet, by the way, leave your card with us so that we can send you a hard copy of materials that you may want to catch up on. So this will be converted to an official website that will be sustained to provide information on biomass. And in the next few weeks, the website's going to feature all of the conference PowerPoint presentations, as well as live footage of the key presentations, excluding, I hope, my attempt at singing, so we're good there. Now the website coincides with the Biomass Innovation Center's mandate, which is to educate people on biomass, help develop heating and energy applications for biomass, and then really make sure we move to the implementation stage. The design is really intended to target building professionals, as well as educators, researchers, homeowners, people responsible for running organizations and institutions. So don't forget to take a look at that site to find out the latest news. Some of you, are any of our students still here? See a few shows of hands, great. One of the things that occurred to me during our discussions was that, as many of you know, Nipissing's longest portion of their history is in the preparation of teachers. It occurs to me that it might be very useful to develop a number of lesson plans that would be available for educators, for teachers in the school systems, or for any of you, if you choose to go visit relatives in whichever grade they might be, or visit the schools and talk to them about biomass as an energy source and as a resource for communities. So is anyone interested in the idea of lesson plans? Will I get our education faculty onto it? Any hands there? Yeah, a few of them. Okay, we're on that. Good to see you saying that, Sean. At least you're there. Moving on to the second thing as we close this conference is to thank every one of you for taking the time to attend. I know that everyone's busy. Life is extremely busy this time of year in particular. So giving your time and giving your insight and exchanges has been a real jewel in the whole process of getting together. I am so amazed that over 400 people gathered here during the proceedings to trade notes and cross paths. So without your presence, there couldn't have been a harnessing biomass from the forest to the marketplace session at all. And a special word of appreciation to the people around the edge of the room and who had been at the front doors there, all the conference partners, the exhibitors, the media, the volunteers, and of course the organizing committee, who have been thinking hard about this and developing these gorgeous visual things that we have to go with the conference and the initiative over the past several months. So you've delivered on an important economic development program, and on behalf of all of us, I'd like to offer a warm round of applause for all of those groups, our exhibitors, our partners, and everyone. Now, as I guess I'm entitled to have a teeny piece of shameless propaganda, and that is to encourage any of you who have kids or relatives, students who would be interested in coming to Nipissing University. We would really love to have your young people, old people, any size, shape, or type of people join us at Nipissing University. We really pride ourselves on the excellence of the experience that students have when they come here, and as you may know, we're still glowing in the sunshine of the rather nice Globe and Mail evaluations that gives us top ranking for the quality of the experience for our students. So we're in the A+ zone and walking on bubbles for the meantime on that review. So as a final reminder, if you haven't exchanged your cards with the organizers, please make sure you leave a card with the organizing group, and make a note if you would like hard copy of any of the things. And I'd like to turn this over now to Mike Freeston to provide details on the closing networking sessions and also final update on the tours. I think the buses, the engines are started, and they're almost ready to go shortly. So here we go. Thank you.